Hello and welcome to Learning English with the Deep Dive. I'm Alex.
Hi everyone, Ella here.
Today we're diving into a conversation about putting furniture together.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
The title of this deep dive is Assembling Furniture. But before we get into all that, let's listen to a short and simple chat
Okay.
between Ella and myself as we try to put some furniture together.
This is the kind of everyday talk that is really helpful when you're learning English.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go.
Are you sure these pieces fit together?
Yes. But we need to follow the instructions carefully.
I think we missed a screw. There's an extra one here.
Oh, that's for the top shelf. We almost forgot it.
This is harder than I expected. My hands are tired.
Let's take a short break. We're almost done.
All right, but you're buying me coffee later.
Okay, that was a little scene about putting furniture together. You can probably imagine doing something similar yourself, right?
Yeah, definitely. Lots of people have to put furniture together.
Now, let's take a closer look at some of the easy words and phrases we used in that talk.
Yes, understanding these simple words and phrases will make it easier for you to use them in your own English.
Okay, so let's start with the word instructions.
Okay.
Now, in the conversation, I said we need to follow the instructions carefully.
Right.
What does instructions mean?
Well, in simple words, instructions are like a set of rules or directions.
Okay,
They tell you how to do something step by step.
so like a recipe is instructions.
Exactly. Or if you buy a new toy, the paper inside that tells you how to put it together has instructions.
Right, so in our example, the instructions tell us how to build the shelf.
Exactly.
And it's important to follow the instructions carefully, which means to do exactly what they say step by step. Can you say that with me? Follow the instructions carefully.
Follow the instructions carefully. Good.
Okay. Another easy but important word we used is screw.
Right, I think we missed a screw.
Yes. What is a screw?
Well, a screw is a small metal thing that you turn to hold pieces of things together.
Uh-huh.
It usually has a pointy end and goes round and round when you turn it.
Right. So if you think of when you build with Legos, sometimes you need those little pieces to connect the bigger pieces tightly.
Exactly.
A screw does a similar job for furniture.
Yes, very good example.
Let's say the word together. Screw.
Go. Screw.
And I thought we missed a screw, meaning we forgot to put it in the right place.
Right, because there was an extra one.
Yes. Then I mentioned a shelf. I said the extra screw was for the top shelf. What is a shelf?
A shelf is like a flat board that you put things on. It's usually part of something bigger, like a bookcase or a cabinet.
Right. In our little scene, the top shelf is just the highest flat board in the bookcase.
That's right, where you can put books or other items.
Can you say shelf with us?
Shelf.
Okay, good. Now let's talk about some easy phrases that are very useful.
Okay.
One important one is, are you sure?
Right. I started by saying, are you sure these pieces fit together?
Yes. What does are you sure mean?
Are you sure is a simple way to ask if someone feels certain about something or has no doubt.
So it's like saying, is it really like that?
Exactly. Or, do you really think so?
Right. I was looking at the pieces of furniture and I wasn't completely confident they were the right ones to go together.
Yeah.
So you asked, are you sure?
Right. It's a very common way to ask for confirmation.
So let's practice. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Good. And then I replied, yes, but we need to follow the instructions carefully.
Right. We already talked about follow the instructions carefully, but it is really important to remember this phrase when you are building anything or even learning something new. Follow the instructions carefully.
Yeah, try saying it.
Follow the instructions carefully.
Another easy phrase you used was, I think we missed a screw. There's an extra one here. I think shows that you're not completely certain, but it's your idea.
Right.
And we missed a screw means we didn't put it where it was supposed to go.
Uh-huh.
And there's an extra one here, points out that there is one left over.
Yes.
This whole sentence is something you might say if you are putting something together and you find a part left over.
Yes, a very useful phrase.
I think we missed a
Part.
Part. There's an extra one here.
Exactly. You can change part to whatever it is.
Bolt. Washer.
Exactly.
And then I said, oh, that's for the top shelf. We almost forgot it.
Yes.
Almost forgot it is a great little phrase. What does it mean?
Almost forgot it means that we nearly didn't remember something important.
Right.
It was very close to being forgotten, but then we remembered just in time.
In this case, the screw was for the top shelf, and we nearly didn't put it in.
Yeah.
We almost forgot it. It's a
Wow.
phrase you can use in many situations.
Yes. Lots of situations.
I almost forgot your birthday.
Yeah. Or we almost forgot to turn off the lights.
Right. Try using almost forgot it in a sentence yourself.
Good. Now, then I said, this is harder than I expected. My hands are tired. This is harder than I expected is a very common feeling when you try something new or something that looks easy but isn't.
Yeah.
It means it's more difficult than you first thought.
Right.
And my hands are tired is a simple way to say that your hands feel like they need a rest.
Yeah. If you are doing something that uses your hands a lot, you might say, my hands are tired.
Yes. Or you could say, my back is tired, or my feet are tired, depending on what part of your body feels tired.
Right. So let's repeat. This is harder than I expected. My hands are tired.
This is harder than I expected. My hands are tired. Great.
And then you said, let's take a short break. We're almost done.
Yes, let's take a short break is a friendly suggestion to stop working for a little while to rest.
Right. A short break means a small pause.
Yes.
And we're almost done.
Yes.
Is encouraging. It means we are very close to finishing the task.
Exactly. And when something is difficult, saying we're almost done can help keep you going.
It can, yeah.
Yeah.
So say it with me. Let's take a short break. We're almost done.
Let's take a short break. We're almost done.
Okay, and finally you said, all right, but you're buying me coffee later.
Haha. Yes.
All right is a simple way to say okay or yes.
Yes, it is.
And the part after but adds a condition or something extra.
Right.
You're buying me coffee later is a friendly way of saying that you expect to get coffee from me as a result of helping.
Exactly. It's lighthearted.
Yes. This kind of playful agreement is common in everyday talk.
Yeah.
So just to go over some of the most important things we learned from this little talk. When you're putting things together, it's always best to follow the instructions carefully.
Very important.
If you find an extra part, you might say, I think we missed a part. There's
Part.
an extra one here.
Yes. Good.
And if the task is harder than you thought, you could say, this is harder than I expected. My
Bonnie.
feet are tired.
Yes.
And maybe suggest, let's take a short break. We're almost done.
These are all very common and useful phrases for everyday English. You can use them in lots of different situations, not just when you're building furniture.
That's right.
For example, if you are following a recipe to cook something, you also need to follow the instructions carefully.
Yeah.
If you are working on a puzzle and you find an extra piece, you might wonder if you missed a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get tired while studying, you could suggest to your friend, let's take a short break. We're almost done with this chapter.
That's right.
Good examples.
So think about the next time you are doing something that has steps or instructions. Try to use the phrase, follow the instructions carefully.
Yes, follow the instructions carefully.
If you almost forget something, remember.
We almost forgot it.
And if something is tough, you can say.
This is harder than I expected.
That's right.
And if you found this deep dive into learning English through everyday conversation helpful, make sure to subscribe and like for more content to help you on your English learning journey.
Consider the next time you have to assemble something. What other simple English phrases might be useful? Maybe phrases for asking for help or describing the different parts.
That's a good idea.
Keep practicing, and you'll get more confident with your English every day.
That's right. Keep practicing. Bye.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.